Hey guys, great to be with you all. Hey, it's been a while since I've done a devotion. Life sort of just happened there, but I'm going to get back in the swing of it. So I wanted to do is to share some updates with you, coming out of COVID and what's going on with the church, and then doing a short devo as well. But first, some of the updates and like how we're navigating through the waters of the COVID and the crisis that's going on around us. This last week, we just welcomed back our second and third grade classes, which was awesome. As at our 11:30 celebration, so things are kind of moving back, towards well, some of the way that they used to be. Our full Calvary Kids ministry is going to be open the 6th of September. So that first week of September, the whole wing, all the children's ministries are going to be open at 11:30. Now by October 4th, maybe even sooner, we're going to have another full like celebration of children's ministry. You're going to hear more of that in the weeks to come, so keep posted on that. Now for you guys who are on Zoom, like you're not coming out yet, you're kind of waiting on that whole thing, and so you're on Zoom for Calvary Kids. That's still going to be available to October 4th, and then after October 4th, we're going to kind of make an assessment and see like what are the needs. And so we're going to pray a lot just going forward. We're going to go forward with protocols in place and with lots of joy. It's just been so good getting together. I mean, we're the church, and together we get to see it. And I know like a lot of you guys are still online. That's awesome, and we have an online church as well. It's great. But also, talking about being together though physically in a place, our youth ministry Ignite, that's our junior and senior high. They've been meeting for a few weeks now at both the 10 o'clock and 11:30 celebration. So they've been doing that right along for actually a few weeks. They're also going to be opening up a new Wednesday night meeting. So that's what they used to have like on Thursday night, but now they're kind of revamping it all. They're going to be doing it on Wednesday, and so they'll have run of the whole entire building. It's just going to be like a teen night, and that's going to be the regular meeting time on Wednesdays. And so the kickoff on that is going to be September 2nd. So tell all the teens in your life about that. Invite them to come out, and pray for us. Pray for us as we're navigating out of this whole, COVID crisis, where where we're trying to be as responsible as we can with the information that's been given to us, I should say. And I get it. Like how we navigate out of these waters isn't going to make everybody happy, and I get that. But we give grace to one another. Like we're not seeking to do evil. We're not seeking to walk in deception or anything. We're seeking to walk in the ways of love and in the ways that Jesus has for us. We look around us. Schools are going back in a session. Region 15, like Southbury, Middlebury, is going to be going back like half days for the first week, and then like full classes every other day. Like pray for the schools. Pray for the schools, because they have a great effect upon us as a church. But with the schools opening, of course, the threat of COVID transmissions grows. But what's also going to happen as well is more and more people are going to be heading out and doing things that they were kind of not doing before. And so we've been asked to just kind of keep up our COVID protocols, and we're seeking to do that, like mask wearing and social distancing. And I know some of you guys, like, you're fed up with the masks and all of that stuff, but let me just appeal to you for a moment here. You know, in America, we don't have a whole lot of opportunity to deny self. We're really just more engaged, and the message usually at us is just indulge self, right? And so when somebody asks us to deny self, like, we immediately kind of push back against that. But you know what? We know that denying self, picking up our cross daily and following after Jesus was like non-optional in being one of his disciples. And so, like, mask wearing might be like wearing on you. Sorry, had to do that. But you know what? It's a great opportunity to just practice denying self. In fact, listen, the greater that you hate wearing a mask, the greater the sacrifice it is to wear one. the greater the worship is. It's kind of ironic how God's kingdom works, but that's the way it does. And besides that, just like classic Jesus, right? In the Sermon on the Mount, he told us, look, if someone compels you to go 1 mile, go with them too. Now, the context of that, where Jesus was speaking, was Israel was occupied by the Romans. Like the Jews, on the most part, were very extremely nationalistic. I mean, they hated the Romans because they were like in their land. And Rome had this interesting law, and the Jews absolutely hated it because a Roman soldier could at any time point at somebody and compel that person to carry their load, like a backpack or whatever it is that they were carrying. They could commandeer them and have them carry their load for 1 mile. That's all they could do. It was for 1 mile. And the Jews hated that law because it forced them to recognize and to acknowledge their subjection to Rome. They saw it as like an oppressive force and the epitome of wickedness. And so Jesus, in commanding this, was teaching his followers, you don't have to fight against it. You don't have to do that. In fact, why don't you do this instead? Reveal to others that you are about a whole different kingdom. Don't just carry the load for them for 1 mile, right? Compulsion. Don't just do it for one. Go another mile. And so so we've been asked to wear masks, social distance. So we do it. We do it. Even if you don't want to, you just go an extra mile and you do it because it shows, like, I belong to a different kingdom. The days we live in are hard, but the days we live in are exciting. The opportunity to not get oppressed or angry or frustrated, like those opportunities are around us all the time, every single day. I mean, people are fatigued. I mean, they're blowing their tops all over the place. They're willing to put up a fight just about anything and just like blow off pent up steam, from the whole crisis. And I think it's important for us to read the times correctly so that we can witness, that we can be the witness that Jesus has equipped us to be. Let's do that. Let's just do that. Let's be light in the midst of our culture. Let's be a voice of love in the midst of where we have this stability, we have this joy going on within us, and let's just let it out. Hey, so great meeting with you for this update. I'll send out another one for a devotion, okay? All right, God bless you guys. I'll see you all Sunday.